Hi and welcome to Excel Plus. Today I'm going to show you how to create a user-defined function. So that's basically a formula you design yourself. If we go over here to the range of functions that Excel has, if you go to more functions and then the drop-down list, select user-defined functions, you can actually create your own functions using macros. I've put in a simple one just to show you something quite straightforward, and then a one which I designed some time ago, which I'll show you just how sort of powerful this kind of thing can be. So let's have a look at how the function is specified. Again, you'll need the developer tab on and then click on the Visual Basic. There is this workbook. I'll click in my functions module. Now there's the test function at the top, which I'll demonstrate first. Then I'll show you how this slightly more complex one beneath that works. This one is quite straightforward. It takes the number you input and multiplies it by 2. Something you could easily do in Excel, so this is just to show you how it works. And in terms of setting your user-defined function up, give it its name, and then whatever the name of the function is, that is the value that you have to calculate at the end. So basically I'm just taking the number that's input, D number, multiplying it by 2, and setting test function at that value. And that's it. And again, now we have to remember with these things, this will work only with this workbook. So in the case of functions, as opposed to useful macros that are productivity ones that you want to use yourself, with functions of this nature, it's always best to keep them with the workbook, because if it's then distributed, unless it's with the workbook, the formulas will fall over. So let's, the number word function is the one I'm going to show second. We'll just show the simple one, 10, 20, 30. Let's get some simple data in, and equal to, and it'll come up just like an Excel formula. Just type it in, test function, set it to that cell, and it's just doubling the numbers. Very, very easy indeed. Now let's look at this slightly more complex one. Again, you're welcome to have this code if you like. I'll put it in the upload. What this does is it converts a number into a word. So 100 becomes the word 100, and this will work all the way up to numbers in the billions. After that, it'll fall over. It'll run out of it'll run out of text. And that little bit of code there essentially works all of the things out, such as whether it's 1, 2, 14, 15, 20, 30, 40, and orders all of the text so it can be output. So in this instance, let's have 100, 200, 1000, 2000, and then let's get a row of numbers, and let's show that one, and it's equal to number word, set it to that cell, and let's just hope it did this right, or it'll be quite embarrassing. Let's paste that down, and there you can see 127,800. Now let's add 1 to that, because this was probably the hardest bit. And 1. So if someone, for whatever reason, needs to have their numbers converting into words, again, you're welcome to have the code, but the tutorial is primarily to demonstrate just how this works. Let's go over to the macro screen, and the format is always the same. Function, essentially specify its name and what it is you're inputting, carry out the steps to calculate whatever it is you want, and always return the value of the calculation back to the name of the function. And then that will work, and it'll be indistinguishable from an Excel formula. So if you've got something very, very specific that does not exist in Excel but would be a great productivity saving for you, this basically is the way to do it. And as always, any queries, if you need any Excel advice or tips, please email me. I'll answer them if I can, and potentially include them in a future tutorial. I'll include this in a download with this tutorial, and you're welcome to have the code. So keep checking out the channel for future tutorials.